Hello everyone, it's Dr. Mel here, and yes, it's Monday, and I'm coming on here to do Mindfulness Monday, which I have not done in so long, y'all, and it was the time, because one, I have a lot of wisdom to share with you after what I have gone through from travel and the lunar eclipse and going into May, and I think you will benefit from it as well because it relates to your health, it relates to your adaptability, it relates to your productivity, and it relates to your overall vitality and function, especially when it comes to sleep and heart health. So we're going to talk about that today, and at the end, so you gotta watch until the end, obviously, I am going to be announcing the winners of the Inspire Life Birthday Challenge. I know I said I was gonna do it this weekend, but listen, my body was like, you cannot do anything but lay in this bed. Let me tell you, as Enneagram 3, as an achiever, as someone who really finds a lot of value in like accomplishing tasks and doing projects and pursuing and progressing the vision and mission, chilling in my bed for 15 to 20 hours a day is generally not on my to-do list. However, I have learned a thing or two that if you do not listen to the whisper, the whispers become a scream. Let's talk about that. Let me grab my chair so I can sit down with y'all so I don't have to stand. So a lot of people and a lot of practitioners even will talk about listen to the whisper, listen to your body, listen to what your body is telling you. And in reality, I see a lot of those people talking about that, and yet for themselves, they're not necessarily doing it and living it, right? There's something to say about someone who knows something and they speak it versus actually embodying it and practicing what they preach, walking what they talk. And let me tell you, at Inspire Co. and all of us here, we definitely are fans and embodiment beings of exactly what we teach. And the universe gave me a really strong lesson this weekend. And it was my birthday on Thursday. So those of you who wished me a happy birthday and send me a lot of gifts, and I have so many gifts here in the office, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I totally had this plan. I was like, I'm gonna take the weekend off and like hang out with my husband and like do all these fun things. No. The universe had another plan for me, let me tell you. So I just got back from Costa Rica last week, and I was totally cool while I was there. I've definitely experienced certain things while traveling, right? Like everyone knows, like food poisoning and diarrhea and like all this stuff. And I've gotten pretty good at being adaptable and not letting that hit me so hard. We just know that in other countries, the food and the water has a different microbiome than what we are used to in America. So that's why people who live there can often tolerate it. So I get home last Tuesday, I'm like feeling okay, right? I was in the office on Wednesday and Thursday, normal, and I was like, I'm definitely not at 100%. I hadn't had a solid bowel movement in a couple days. Sorry if this is TMI, but I am a practitioner and I love talking about bowel movements because your gut health is very important when it comes to your nervous system health. They are intricately connected. And so it's my birthday on Thursday, we're celebrating, and we're supposed to do a podcast on Friday, and I had all these things planned, right? And turns out my body had a different plan. And instead of driving through, going to workouts, going to yoga, going to, hang out with my husband outside. We watched Dr. Aaron's dog this weekend, which shout out to my husband. He basically took care of the dog because I was literally on the couch or in my bed for majority of the day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because it can be so hard and challenging to listen to your body and be able to do that. Thankfully, I've created a life where I can shift things around and I can reschedule, and I own my own businesses. And I get that not all of you have that luxury. And I get that not all of you have the ability to do that. And so in the moments that you do, in the moments where you can reschedule, in the moments where you can shift things around, in the moments where you can listen to your body and sink into the surrender, do it. Because if you don't listen to the whispers become a scream down the road. And let me tell you, every ounce of my body, every cell in my body, it wanted to go to hot yoga. It wanted to go watch a rugby game outside. I wanted to go for a run. I wanted to go for a walk. I wanted to work on my business. I wanted to work on, this Project Lioness cohort that I'm launching. And yet what I did was the exact opposite. I surrendered deeply into the experience. And I haven't felt that level of whatever was going on. It wasn't necessarily fatigue. It was just like everything I would eat and consume would just go right through me. And I hadn't felt that in years. In fact, the last time I felt that was 2017 when I was in Peru. And man, the process of surrender will teach you a lot. There were definitely moments, and I share this because again, you've probably experienced it too, right? Where you should have listened to your body and you didn't, and it lingered and it lingered and it lingered and it lingered for weeks on end because you weren't slowing down. A mantra I always tell clients in our Inspire community is that the way you speed up and the way you make progress in life is actually slowing down. You have to slow down to speed up your healing. Your nervous system cannot heal if it's in a state of stress, if it's in a state of sympathetic dominance. And so me going to yoga and trying to, my ego thinking that I'm going to do all these things is not what my body needed. And I've been in this game now for about a decade, so I get that. And I get that when I slow down and I surrender and I trust, oftentimes that shortens the timeline in which I go through the experience and get the wisdom on the other side. Now, it may intensify, right? And it may intensify emotions, it may intensify symptoms, but when I can just surrender to the experience and get curious and trust the process, this is where I have found the greatest level of healing and self-evolution on the other side. It's like a metamorphosis, right? You're this little caterpillar, then you go into the cocoon, and what happens is if other people actually peel back the cocoon and they try to help the butterfly sprout its wings, the chances of that butterfly surviving long-term diminish. The butterfly has to push through the resistance. The butterfly has to flap its own wings to actually increase its vitality and its longevity because it's learned its own self-sustaining and self-healing and honestly self-living strategies. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So what did I do? I slept. I delegated a lot to my team. I canceled things, and I didn't get caught up in, conversations about what was going on. I stayed off social media. I drank a lot of water. I ate really easy foods, and I just slept. I didn't take any medication because I know my body is intelligent, because anytime we take something to suppress symptoms, that oftentimes creates this whack-a-mole experience where, again, you're trying to negate now an effect of a medication, which then has another effect. And it's this whack-a-mole game where you're never actually getting to the cause. And I wanted to come on here because I get that, those of you who are high performers, high achievers, you've got a lot going on in your life. It can be challenging to slow down. Thoughts of guilt and worthlessness and all this stuff starts to kick in. Like, I should be doing more, right? I should be doing this. I shouldn't be resting. When in reality, rest is productive when you're actually productive in the rest. And what I mean by that is you're truly resting, right? You're turning off the screens, you're turning off your phone, and you're simply just being with your rest. And when you can do that in many moments, not just when you're like, going through a Costa Rican detox, as I called it, like me, but literally every single night you have this opportunity to sink deeply and rest. Here's another caveat is those of us who have grown up in chaos, peace can often feel really unsettling. And so you've got to practice this. You've got to titrate it into your day. This is an invitation for you to really look at how much am I actually surrendering to rest, to sleep. Another thing I remembered in this experience of sleeping so much, which felt so good, honestly, I probably needed it after the immersion and traveling and lots of stuff going on at Inspire Life, right? We hired Dr. Aaron. We've just been growing, and I probably needed it. And my body was like, yo, girl, you need to chill out and slow down. But another thing that I was reminded of in the book Cardiopaleologist is that if we get less than an ideal amount of sleep and an ideal quality of sleep, our heart health diminishes significantly, especially in men. And I see this a lot when I see men come into the office and they're just go, go, go. They're getting less than 6 hours of sleep. Their health is just deteriorating. And then I ask, how often are you sleeping at night? How long are you sleeping at night? Are you getting quality rest? And their sleep is just shit. Excuse my French, but literally. So anyone who tells you you can sleep when you're dead, or, sleeping is for whatever, that's bullshit. And when I tell them, I was like, look, if you don't sleep, you will be dead sooner. And you're not going to experience the full breadth of life that life has to offer, because you think that you can work more and be more productive in a hypersympathetic state. And that's just not true. So you cannot sleep when you're dead because you're fucking dead. Sleep is vital. Rest is vital for increased levels of performance and activity and achievement, and for longevity and vitality. And sleep, they're finding more and more, is lack of sleep and lack of quality sleep is directly correlated to poor heart health indicators. And if you want to dive deeper into this, I highly recommend the book Paleocardiologist. He goes through all the statistics about how sleep is directly correlated to heart health. No, it's not correlated to steak or good fats, like the culture has conditioned us to be. It's correlated to sleep. So if you want to have a healthy heart, you want to have a healthy nervous system, you want to be able to live and do things when you're older and not feel like your body's breaking down on you, you need to sleep and you need to have productive rest. So I digress. That's my wisdom I wanted to share with you, and how I'm so grateful for sleep. I'm so grateful for rest, so that I can come in here 3 full days in the office and serve and be more productive and be more aligned and be more present, right? It's the yin and the yang. In order for you to expand and grow, you also need the contraction and the depths of just surrendering. It creates a whole, right? They're not separate. Now, with that, here are the winners of the Inspire B-Day Challenge, which, by the way, thank you to all of you who have played. Thank you to all of you who made reviews, who submitted fun videos. We super appreciate that. Inspire Life is 6 now. Can you believe it's 6 years old? It's freaking nuts. I know I cannot, but I'm so grateful each and every day for each and every one of you to really facilitate such powerful work in the world, and now be able to teach. Okay, looks like I'm still here. Sorry, y'all, if I got cut off. So first winner of the gift basket is Lish. Congratulations, my friend. I wasn't connected to the internet, so if I got a little pause there, I'm back. I just had to visit another dimension. Okay. Second one is the Fitbit, and the winner is Skylar. Woo! Congrats, Skylar. You left us an amazing review, and your story is so inspiring. If y'all haven't checked out Skylar's review on Google, and she shared it in the Google review, so it's public, but Skylar came into our office and was dealing with migraines for literally like majority of her life, like daily. And since starting care, she's been under care now for almost a year. She hasn't had a migraine in like 6 to 8 months, which is, those of you who struggle with migraines, that's fucking gold. And she committed, and she's reaping the results. So congratulations, my friend. I'm excited for you to get this Fitbit. It's super awesome. It's beautiful. All right, last but not least, $300 in cash. This one. It's this one. Megan Smith! Yay, Megan! Congratulations, my friend. I know you and Bill have had such tremendous changes in the office, and your story is so inspiring, continuously inspiring. You are an inspiring person, and I love all the work that you're putting out into the world, and thank you for trusting me. Thank you to all of you who receive care at Inspire Life, not just these 3, but those of you who see us at Inspire Life. It's truly the greatest honor, and I know I say that all the time, but it really is. For someone to feel a level of trust where they can surrender and open up their heart, open up their vulnerability, it literally means the world. To trust someone and to feel like I am that trusted person, Dr. Erin is that trusted person to guide you towards your greatest potential. It means so much. So thank you all for playing. Have a great Mindfulness Monday. I love and appreciate you all. And until next time, peace, love, and keep inspiring.